Your delightful fellow ArchAcadia. Yes. It will be ADCing for the evening. Let's see, so also want that to go towards something. Oh yeah, because that's like a comedy thing, so that could go into my one comedy. So I'll put that in there too. How do you spell crisis?
Crisis.
SIS? Okay. That's what I thought.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright.
Let's just behave.
Do 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 do! And we'll be facing a Draven and a Morgana in lane. A formidable foe. A formidable pair of foes.
Minions have spawned.
I'll need to make sure I get off a good number of rockets
I'm thinking.
on Draven.
How do people do this?
When he's got his full combo, that'll be difficult. So getting some early damage on him should be nice. So yeah, that's the dangers of this lane. Where if Morgana gets a bind on me, Nope, I don't think so. Alright, I'm gonna head back. Poor Pantheon. He didn't know that I had not blown heal. Ooh, the plays coming out. Right. See if I can pay a visit to... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ugh. All right. I'm gonna stroll down and get some farm. Try to keep the farm around our tower. Alright, so our jungler is deciding to do other things, but that's fine. I'm gonna clear a little bit of this.
Let's just behave.
There we go.
Enemy killing spree.
Accidentally did that. Lots of belts.
Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so one of the big problems that we're having is the our jungler. He's not asserting the pressure that we need for the team. He hasn't come bottom once. And it looks like he just went AFK. And it looks like the Aatrox is like totally destroying Riven.
What's the worst that can happen?
But yeah, there's not a whole lot that can be done if no one's gonna help bottom lane.
Shut down.
Jinx? Stands for Jinx?
But at this point, we're gonna be team fighting.
Enemy is unstoppable.
Aatrox is gonna be difficult to deal with. Alright, let's see if... Right.
An ally has been slain.
Alright. So we're gonna be going... Greaves, some health pots, and a ward. And I want to say that Morgana took the health. Oh no, she got Seeker's Arm Guard. That's good. Right. Where is Mr. Scuttles? There's Mr. Scuttles. Woo! That wombo combo. Right. Bit of a comeback. What's going on here? Alright. Alright, so Trinamere needs a little practice. Oh wait, no, I don't want that. What is... He's pretty much full damage. Last Whisper. Banshee's Veil. I guess I'll be a little tanky. goodness. The craziness. Ah. I didn't get to blow Aatrox up. Right. All right. Interesting position for the Fiora to take. Right! That minigun on fire! And that's gonna be game! I don't think so, Pantheon! Ooh. Qualified for series. Oh my goodness. I'm going to the top. Alright, so even though we lost a lot of lane dominance, Fiora was making some really questionable moves. And I was pretty much support Jinx. We managed to come back. Scary, scary comeback. But yeah, they kept going in one by one. Fiora was looking for like who knows what she was looking for. She was going so deep into our jungle without any support. So some of their guys were, I guess, getting a little too mad that things weren't going correctly. So it goes to show you, you keep in there and you're gonna win. Oh, good chance of winning. Item analyzation, my build, pretty standard. I got a little Banshee's Veil action to handle Morgana and several of the other stuns and stuff. I felt as though I needed more defense than offense, considering how many times I died. And I did enough damage. These two items and my Berserker Grade is plenty of damage. Our LeBlanc, standard stuff. Alistar, nice and tanky, pretty standard. Riven, standard stuff. Got the Ghost Blade. Tryndamere, solo pushing Tryndamere. Sated Devour. Looked like he was, Oh, so he was going for that critical build. He's also getting some life steal. His build is kind of odd. Usually you'll go a critical build, but since it's a jungle Tryndamere, I can let that go. I guess he was wanting to get into more duels. Possibly the case. Their Fiora had just as many deaths as kills, and it looks like she didn't even finish her Trinity Force. I think it's much better for a Fiora to finish Trinity Force first, because it gives you. But she was getting the speed up from Phage. Riven, he even had more items than me, but the way that we grouped together and we were on top of one another, and some of those fights were actually pretty clinch. Like the one where I fired my rocket right into the crowd, and LeBlanc had the ability to do a lot of burst damage, got them low enough, and they had no choice but to run. That was one of those fights that was pretty important. Their Airtrax was just a monster, but you know, you saw how I was like dealing so much damage to him at bottom lane, and he just took all that damage. But managed to get him in like he was an awful spot, and I got him bound up, and I was just able to auto attack him just straight to nothing. So he couldn't even use his ultimate or anything like that. Morgana, she had a lot of binds, and that could have been the end of me, for real. And Pantheon looks like he was going for a tanky build. Well, that's interesting. A tanky warrior build. I'm always curious myself as to what to go to as Pantheon. I feel like you need to adjust to the team composition. I don't know if this Thornmail is correct for his build, because you either kind of like go damage or full tank Pantheon. And he's got something of a combination. I think like if you're unsure about Pantheon play, that you get that you get items that are all like, and if you look at their team, they have enough damage. Pantheon could have went straight tank and would have been most likely like better off. But I can see what he was going for. Like he wanted some damage and he wanted so it's not totally bad. Maul and my Mortis to deal with, LeBlanc. But if I was him, I would have felt better about going full tank because they have plenty of damage. And if he's getting in there, if he's taking the damage, he can walk out with a fair amount of health and maybe even come back a little bit with his abilities refreshed. Okay, so that was a bit of a comeback. I hope you enjoyed that little Jinx in the ADC lane, bottom lane, ArchAcadia. Yeah.